Russian course, level beginner, lesson 8. In this lesson, I'm going to tell you about the frequent letter replacement before the personal endings of verbs. You will also learn common verbs. This lesson contains 2 exercises. In the previous lessons, I showed you how to conjugate verbs. Unfortunately, there are some complications for people for whom the Russian language is not a mother tongue. I'm going to tell you about the frequent ones in this and following lessons. Conjugation. Look at the verb рисовать, to draw, to paint. This verb belongs to the first conjugation because it has a letter A before the ending T. As it's not an exception to the rule, it has the endings of the first conjugation that you should learn by heart. It seems clear so far. But let's conjugate it and see what happens to it. Я рисую. Ты рисуешь. Он, она, оно рисует. Мы рисуем. Вы рисуете. Они рисуют. As you see, the combination of letters over, that is underlined in the infinitive form of the verb, turns into the letter U when we conjugate this verb. Я рисую. Ты рисуешь. Он, она, оно рисует, etc. Thus, if you see the combination of letters over before T in the infinitive form of a verb, don't forget to replace this combination over with the letter U when you conjugate this verb. Я рисую. Ты рисуешь. Он, она, оно рисует. Мы рисуем. Вы рисуете. Они рисуют. Conjugation. The same happens to the verb ходить, to go, to walk. The verb ходить, to go, to walk, belongs to the second conjugation because it has the letter E before T. Let's conjugate it. Я хожу. Ты ходишь. Он, она, оно ходит. Мы ходим. Вы ходите. Они ходят. As you see, the letter D that goes before it turns into the letter J, only in the first person singular. Я хожу. In other cases, it's not replaced. If you see the letter D before it in the infinitive form of a verb, don't forget to replace the letter D with the letter J, only in the first person singular, after the pronoun я, I. Я хожу. Conjugation. Sometimes letters are not replaced, but they appear when you conjugate verbs. You will have to learn such verbs by heart. One of such verbs is a verb жить, to live. The letter V appears after the letter I. Number 2. Я живу. Number 3. Ты живешь. Number 4. Он Она, оно живет. Number 5. Мы живем. Number 6. Вы живете. Number 7. Они живут. Moreover, this verb belongs to the second conjugation, but it has personal endings of the first conjugation. Why, you will ask? It happens because the vowel in the personal endings of this verb is stressed. The rule is, if a vowel of the personal endings is stressed, then we write a letter that we hear. It's easy for a native speaker, but foreigners have to learn such verbs. Common verbs. Number 1. Водить машину. To drive a car. Number 2. Смотреть телевизор. To watch TV. Number 3. Учить русский язык. To study, to learn the Russian language. Number 4. Жить в доме, в квартире. To live in a house, in a flat or apartment. Number 5. Читать книги. To read books. Number 6. Говорить по-русски. To speak Russian. Listen and repeat these verb phrases. Number 1. Водить машину. Number 2. Смотреть телевизор. Number 3. Учить русский язык. Number 4. Жить в доме, в квартире. Number 5. Читать книги. Number 6. Говорить по-русски. You will have to learn these verbs by heart. Exercise 1. What endings do these verbs have after the personal pronoun я, I? For example, водить, to drive. This verb belongs to the second conjugation because it has it at the end. From this lesson we know that letter D turns into the letter J in the first person singular. Я вожу. Pause the video and do the same thing with the other verbs. The next slide will help you check yourself. Check yourself. Number 1. Я смотрю. Number 2. Я учу. Number 3. Я говорю. Number 4. Я читаю. Number 5. Я живу. Exercise 2. Pause the video and tell about these characters' habitual actions in the first person singular using the personal pronoun я, I. For example, я живу в доме. I live in a house. The signs in brackets will tell you what this character does and what she doesn't do. The next slide will help you check yourself. Check yourself. Number 1. Я не вожу машину. Number 2. Я смотрю телевизор. Number 3. Я учу русский язык. Number 4. Я не живу в доме. Number 5. Я читаю книги. Number 6. Я говорю по-русски.
Thank you for the lesson. Please like, share, and subscribe below for updates weekly. See you next time. Bye.